In this segment, we're going to take a look at a situation and specifically handling a situation. It's in a two-umpire system, but really this would apply to any configuration of umpires on the field. What we have to start with here is a hit by pitch, and just briefly to go over very briefly the hit by pitch rule. We're trying to determine here whether this batter tried to intentionally get hit by this pitch, and in the judgment of this plate umpire, he said yes. He kept him in the box, and because of our rule said that would be a strike on the batter. So as this video starts, we're not covering the judgment of this call, but rather what happens after. So in this situation, he correctly keeps him in the box. We're going to administer a strike on the batter. I think it's fair to say that there aren't too many coaches that are either going to be happy with this call or agree with us. But in taking a look at how the interaction between this third base coach, assuming he's the head coach, and the plate umpire, based on how we have to handle these discussions now, if this coach were to come all the way down and enter the dirt circle, we'd have to remind him to at least stay outside of it. In this situation, he does, so that's not something we have to discuss necessarily. Clearly, he's not happy with this decision, but there is an interaction going on between the two, which, it appears to be okay. Still not happy, no warning given, maybe a direction to go back to his box, but he's walking away. And essentially, this situation could have ended. Now, as we look at this play as it continues, let's take in mind, let's notice after the base hit, the actions of our plate umpire as he comes back, staring down at our third base coach. Now motioning out, not knowing exactly what he said, but assuming that he's saying something to effect, look at the results of this play. Now, what did this do? Let's talk about pouring gasoline on a situation that was already put to rest. Now we've incited this coach. Now we're in a situation where this umpire has to address the coach. He has to point for him to get back, which I'm not a big fan of pointing on the field. Okay? Now there'll be a warning that ensues and an ejection. And this all could have been avoided if this plate umpire just would have let this play go, would have not said a word to the coach, made a motion out to the field, or done anything to incite this situation. This ejection falls firmly on the shoulders of this plate umpire and could have been avoided 100% without any question. Now, after this, we have our base umpire that properly comes in to be the rodeo clown. And remember, in college baseball, once a coach is ejected, effectively, he has no more say. Now, there are situations we will listen and answer questions, but as your partner comes down, there is no reason for this plate umpire to stay engaged. I would like to see him walk away and let our base umpire do his or her job here to get that coach off the field. Now, thankfully, this coach left without a whole lot of fanfare, didn't make this situation any worse on his part, but I would imagine, or I would guess in this situation, based on the actions of this plate umpire to start, that had that coach engaged or been more aggressive, there would have been an interaction, possibly be some shouting between the two of them. And that doesn't make this situation any better. And believe me, this right here and how this was handled will definitely create a phone call to Alex, John Porter, and myself. And it's not one that we want to receive.